Over the last couple of years, there's been a rising interest in lost media, and that interest has stemmed out into other subgenres of lost media, main example being Lostwave. And this is pretty much just an iceberg that covers Lostwave. For those who do not know what Lostwave is, here's just a quick rundown. And if you want to skip past this, here's a timestamp, whatever. But Lostwave basically stands for Lost Media Songs, where snippets of songs or full songs that have been uploaded to the internet and nobody knows who made them or nobody knows that much info about them. And there have been many different stories and many different cases of this, all stemming from different topics and different origins, and some were more confusing than others, some were more mysterious than others, and yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, my name is Turles. I've been in the Lostwave community since about 2021, and I've sort of been in and out of the community, but I've been really into it since about 2023. I got introduced to Lostwave in May of 2021, and that interest only grew from there. My most notable contribution to the community was me helping with finding tension rising in the air. So that's something. But enough about me. For anyone who doesn't know what an iceberg chart is, it's basically a list of information split into certain layers, this one having 6 layers, where each layer, the information on it gets more obscure and more mysterious. And this iceberg is no different, pretty much. It is 6 layers, each getting more obscure than the last. Basic stuff, you know the drill. And lastly, I'd like to give a shout out to these people for helping out with this video. Thank you to all of them for helping, but yeah. So with that out of the way, I think we should just move on to layer 1. On My Mind, or now known as Feels Like a Wish by Station K, was a Brazilian Lostwave song that was posted to WatZatSong in 2013 by G-Subkoi. They claimed they had heard it on a radio station such as Transamerica FM or Radio Cicade, and after a year, the song was re-uploaded to another website, this being Spirit of Radio, CA, where user Peter would upload the same snippet as G-Subkoi. Now, considering the fact that there's a lot of people who haven't actually heard the original 30-second snippet, I'm gonna play it for you right now. Now, the name Fond My Mind was adopted due to how people misinterpreted the lyrics as nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, fond my mind, which just doesn't make sense. I don't know what the fuck this means, but other things that people thought the correct lyrics were from my mind and fog my mind, which the last one actually sort of being true, as when the official lyrics were posted by Eddie back in May 2023, it was Don't Fog My Mind, which, hearing it again nowadays, actually I can definitely hear that, but I get why people thought that it was Fog My Mind. But lyric interpretations back when the song was still unknown kind of gets a bit messy, so I'm not really going to dwell on this, but back on topic. Now, this really wouldn't gain that much attention until around 2020, and this is when Lostwave started to really sort of take off. And after a bit of digging by a bunch of people, the full song was found. And on November 13th, the Follow My Mind Discord server was created as well. This is where the search for the song would take place, as well as various other Lostwave searches, and is actually very active to this day. If you wish to join, a link is in the top of the description, but yeah, back to the song. On July 15th, 2021, Whang would upload his video covering the topic where many people, myself included, would find out about it, and this really gave the song its much needed attention. Now, after this, leads would just come and go, but one of them was really strong, this being the lead for Valentino, who is a late Brazilian artist who actually matched up perfectly. Like, a couple of his songs matched up very closely to For My Mind, as well as his vocals. And many people actually believed it was him. But unfortunately, after getting in contact with his manager, he confirmed that this was not by Valentino. But one of his songs, which was Each Time I Touch You, was actually sampled in For My Mind. The next couple of months would be sorta quiet. Leads would come up every now and then, but in September of 2023, the name Eddie Edmond came up for the first time, after a claim that he made the song was made by another lead at the time. And in a couple of days, on October of 2023, Eddie actually confirmed he was the creator of the song. But there's one issue. Eddie claimed he made the song, but never provided any evidence for making it. It was always just claim after claim, promise after promise. And anyone who asked would just be met with him lashing out and getting really, really defensive. But leaning towards December, right about when everyone was pretty much done with Eddie and about to call him just completely bullshit, in an interview with Eddie in the late 90s, probably around 1996 or 1997, I don't know, I'm not even using a script for this part, but you can see another person, William Paiva. Now, he didn't make the song, but after getting in contact with him, he would actually have another copy of the song, the full song. And the next day, he would post the unheard opening, which pretty much just confirmed that, yeah, this is the real shit. This is For My Mind. Eddie made For My Mind. And after this, the full song would be posted, confirming it to be Feels Like a Wish by Station K, putting a 10-year-old mystery to rest. If you wish to know more about the song, please check out the videos by Whang. I might have forgotten to mention it in the video, but credit to Eduardo Rodriguez, Skirty, Luis Nido, Sam, and William Paiva for finding the song. I'm sorry for not mentioning you guys, but I might have forgotten to include it. Thanks. OPs, or original posters, are the ones who are the first people to share the song online. For example, Carl92 is the OP of Everyone Knows That, and Gaber72 is the OP of Just a Game. OPs tend to range from either being very involved with the search, or very distant from the search, leading to various situations like Everyone Knows That or Just a Game, where we've only had less than 30 seconds of audio to work with for basically the duration of the entire search. Many OPs could actually lie about the song being lost entirely, making a hoax search, and this has happened various times and is actually quite common in the Lostwave community. This will come up again later. Everyone Knows That, or Ulterior Motives, as it's now called, is a song that was uploaded to WatZatSong by Carl92 in mid-September of 2021. Over time, it slowly but surely built a really big fan base towards the end of that year, with a community who was actively trying to search for the origins. But let's go to October of 2021, around a month after the snippet was posted. Me and my dad were in the car, and we had the radio on. Out of nowhere, a song started playing that sounded really similar to Everyone Knows That, and it just took me by surprise. So I posted it to the For My Mind Discord server, but it wasn't much, but it just sounded similar. I'll see if I can find the message, and if I find it and the song, I'll put it up on screen here. Yeah, back on topic. Now, I'm going to play the original snippet for anyone who sort of hasn't heard it yet, so let me just play it and then I'll comment on some things. In the snippet, many people were debating the lyrics, and people were debating the lyrics from right when the snippet was posted up until it was found. but there was a couple of things that you could hear. Halfway through the snippet, you could hear some like crunch sounds, and you can like hear some background voices, like some really weird sounds that didn't really sound to in place with the song. And this will be important later. But one of these sounds was something like a chip crunching, and that led many people to think it was from some old chip commercial, which, now that I think about it, was really fucking stupid. But all these theories would sort of take place on the r/everyone-knows-that subreddit, where many theories came and went. I'm not really going to focus more on the topic, but here's a couple of videos if you want to get like a better understanding of the search. But on April 28th, 2024, Reddit users South Pole Bull and 1True5867 managed to discover that it was from the 1986 adult movie Angels of Passions, and the song was called Ulterior Motives by Christopher St. Booth and Philip Adrian Booth, whose work appears many times throughout the movie, and a couple of these songs actually appear in some places, some of which being really, really popular, but we'll get more into that later. A few months later, the song would be re-recorded after the master tape was not found by its creators after extensive searching. Sadly, it was confirmed to most likely be lost forever. This new version was released on CD as an album which includes other songs that they had made around the same time as Everyone Knows That, now known as Ulterior Motives. Why do I keep on calling it Everyone Knows That?
We like Call 92. Don't make fun of him if he's gooning. Okay, everybody goons, okay? The world's full of gooners. It's what makes other beautiful people. Let's leave it alone.
What is gooning?
Just a Game was a lost AOR rock song posted to WatZatSong in 2018 by Gaber72, who would also go on to post 106 other snippets. While some of these snippets had their own stories and stuff, this one will only be focused on Just a Game. So, the song would remain sort of unknown until 2022, when user Mike Worst would upload the song to their channel, and another year later, the song would really start to pick up speed, with more people becoming interested in it. Further interest in the song led us to track down the OP, Gaber72, but sadly, it will be confirmed that Gaber actually passed away in early March of 2024. But after we got news of this, some people managed to get into contact with Gaber's daughter, who was just as interested with everyone else, and wanted to actually take part in helping with the search. But here's a little bit of info, which I was also planning to cover in a later entry, but the song was uploaded to WatZatSong, and the thing about WatZatSong is that it limited uploads to only 30 seconds, and people normally resort to other sites like YouTube or Vocaroo for uploading longer snippets, but for Just a Game, Gaber never did that. And with this info, Gaber's daughter confirmed that she thinks the full song is on Gaber's computer, and she'll take a look for it sometime towards May or June. During this time, people started contacting various AOR rock channels, which sort of uploaded more obscure AOR songs from the 70s to the 90s, just to see if any of them recognized Just a Game. But this really wouldn't end up working well, as people either just don't recognize it or just don't respond altogether. So fast forward to late June, and Gaber's daughter actually found the full song, which was huge, really huge. So with the full song here, people got to work, and within a couple hours later, the song was found, with it being Just a Game by Change to Win. After this, Christoph Backmeer, one of the people who worked on the song back in the day, would re-release the song on vinyl as an EP, with the A-side being Just a Game and the B-side being A Chance to Change. Similar to the previous entry, I forgot to credit who found the songs, so credit to Dorka, Person of Distraction, Kutsu, Cubing Crusader, and Christoph Backmeer for finding the song. You guys are awesome. The most mysterious song on the internet, Like the Wind or simply TMMSOTI. What the fuck am I writing? TMMS, or the most mysterious song, or TMS for short. What the fuck is with all these abbreviations? Is a German rock/new wave song recorded in or around the early 1980s. The name doesn't come without merit. This song is one of the most popular, if not the most popular Lostwave song of all time. The search has been ongoing since about 2007, but it's been up and down. But the search really took off in 2018. Although most leads have either been debunked or led to dead ends, we're probably getting closer every month to actually finding this song, as every lead we've had either just turns up with nothing. So that means that the song, or soul for this song, is sort of on the horizon. Yeah, you know what happened. But to give a bit of context, in mid-October of 2024, user Margin on Reddit would be contacting a couple leads for the most mysterious song. And one of them was someone who was a part of a band called Fex. Now, I'll explain more on how they found Fex in a minute, but they messaged Fex asking if they had any other old songs. Now, just to mention, when they contacted a member of Fex, they didn't mention anything about the most mysterious song. So, when they got a response and when they got 3 songs sent to them, one of the songs was called Subways of Your Mind. Here is that song. Now, the most noticeable thing is that this isn't the version we all know, and when all this information came out, people were just sort of skeptical due to this, because there have been many hoaxes in the past, and knowing what AI could do, this could be fake, so we had to be skeptical. Another thing I want to briefly mention is that just how different these two feel. Now, the version that Margin was sent was only the demo version, but compare it to the radio version and it just feels so much brighter than the radio version. Like, the radio version to me is always just felt like something you'd hear at night, like when it's pitch black and you're like driving, but the demo version just sounds more alive, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just rambling, I don't know. But over the next couple of days, there would be more developments, like another song by Fex getting found, which was called Jenny. And the funny thing about this is that the person who had the song bought the compilation album it was made for with the hopes of trying to find the most mysterious song. And they found this album about 3 years before all this happened. So it's just funny to think that we could have solved this 3 years ago. And after this, Dan Peggy would get in contact with one of the members of Fex, where they would send over a live recording that they made back in 1985, and people had more skeptical thoughts, which now would not be true, but these were still valid at the time. And another few days later, they would go on NDR, where they would do an interview, and this was when the news about this would start to go, like, completely mainstream. So the radio version, which is the version we all know, hasn't been posted yet, and I'm recording this on the 15th of November. So if any developments has came up, I will make a pinned comment and update you guys with what has been happening. But how did Fex get found? Well, about a couple of months ago, in early 2024, a massive lead involving NDR came up, and this was for an event called Whorefest, which fit right into like the time frame for the most mysterious song, and it involved up-and-coming bands having a chance to get their music played on radio, and it was like a whole contest thing that happened back in the 80s. So this was probably it. This was it. and many believe that this could be the key to solving it, and it actually was. So the search had a very nice ending to it. It's just nice to hear that we got pretty much the best ending possible for this song. So yeah, I'm recording this at like 2 in the morning, so if I sound tired, then that explains it. But watch Whang's 5 videos on the song, and they cover all like the important parts. I know there's like more up-to-date videos, but this is what got me into the whole search, so I'd highly recommend you check them out. And just so you know, everything recorded after was recorded before the song even got found, so just keep that in mind. Alright, moving on. Now, before I begin talking about the entry, just keep this in mind. I am not a Doom fan. I do not know what Myhouse.wad is, and I'm only gonna like give a brief entry on this, but Myhouse.wad uses the most mysterious song on the internet, and that's where a bunch of people discovered the song from, and where a bunch of YouTubers discovered the song from. So if you want to know more about the thing, the mod, I don't know if this is a mod, but then watch Pyrocynical's video on it. This entry will only be brief, but I do not know about Doom, so I don't want to ramble about something I don't have that much knowledge on, so yeah. Hoaxes are pretty self-explanatory, with them being that they're pretty much just lost songs that were never lost. Now, hoaxes most commonly come in the form of the OP actually knowing where the song came from and actually knowing who the creator is, and that is pretty much just what a hoax is. I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of improvising this. There have also been people who have made AI covers of songs, or just AI songs in general, and try to pass them off as being like Lostwave songs, but none of these actually work. But back on topic, the most popular hoaxes are these two, which are Above the Clouds and Digital Girl. Above the Clouds was intended to follow in the footsteps of How Long Will It Take, which How Long Will It Take was actually found on a bootleg DVD, and that's what the OP of Above the Clouds actually wanted to try and mimic, with saying that it was from a bootleg DVD of some movie, and that's how they found it. But after the song was found, it was confirmed that it was a hoax after someone actually caught the OP having the song in their likes on Spotify about a month before the song actually got found. And what's funny enough is that the OP actually cut the song to fade out right before the title of the song was actually said, which looking back at it now was kind of funny. But onto the second one. The second one was Digital Girl. Now, Digital Girl is really confusing, but to sum it up, the OP had it on vinyl, was claiming that it was an uncle or their dad's mixtape, but after the story went back and forth, claiming that it was this, it was that, and during this time, the search actually, it was really big. The search was really, really big. But towards the end of the search, it was confirmed that it was actually a hoax, that the OP made the song, which, while impressive, it is very scary to actually think about it, because who knows what else could be hoaxed? Who knows what else could just be made by the OP? But to conclude, hoaxes are bad, very bad. You're making people go on a wild goose chase for something which you have the answer to, making them pour hours of their own time into something which you have the answer to, and that is very scummy to me. So if you are a hoaxer, or if you plan on hoaxing, we will find out. Justin Whang, who is also known as his YouTube handle Whang, is a New York-based YouTuber who hosts a video series called Tales from the Internet. Various videos in this series have been about Lostwave songs. Examples of this are 4 videos on the most mysterious song on the internet, 2 videos on From My Mind, and a couple of other searches such as the Panchiko search and stuff like the Fallen King and Kenya Dance. Many of these searches will be elaborated on later, but back on topic. Whang was where I actually got introduced to the most mysterious song on the internet. I don't really remember where I got introduced to Lostwave from, but I can remember watching all of Whang's videos on the topic, like within one morning, and then that sort of like spiraled into me researching it more, so that's a bit of a history fact for you. But yeah, if you want to check out any of his stuff, assuming you don't know who he is, here's his channel. Here's some of the videos he made, and yeah, moving on. This entry refers to the images that are used for uploads of Lostwave songs online. People don't know who made the song and don't know what the cover used for the song is, if there is any, so people are kind of forced to improvise. Most of these photos used can either range from feeling normal to weird, or just plain up liminal or uncanny, and that's what I sort of like about some of these. If you have the right image to use for a song, it's more eye-catching and it sort of sticks more. Like some of the most famous Lostwave images are probably the Everyone Knows That Boombox, the From My Mind, Walkway, Drive. I don't know what this is. Is it a path? Is it a road? I don't know. And stuff like the traffic light on fire for Cheer, the clip art used for Just a Game, and this image used for Dance for Hours a Day. I fucking adore this one. But yeah, some of these songs do have sort of a liminal space feel, and like some Lostwave songs sort of give up the same feeling as liminal spaces. Like you've heard them before, sort of like a liminal space feel like you've been there before in the photo. And that sort of mirrors itself back into Lostwave. Now to make things more interesting, since I really don't know what to include for this entry, I'm gonna list some of the origins of popular images used. So, firstly, the Everyone Knows That Boombox is a Nextplate Glitz and Glitter NP400BG boombox, and the original image comes from a listing on Depop where the seller included the original image as well as 2 other images and a video, of which I'll show all of these on screen. And yeah, but if you're looking to buy your own Everyone Knows That Boombox, whatever they're called, you could probably find one online, but the price ranges from whether the seller knows about Everyone Knows That or they don't, as if they do know about it, the price can get really high, and if they don't, it can go for about 20 to 30 bucks. So just keep that in mind if you're looking for one of these. Now the second song I want to cover is Just a Game, where the image normally associated with it is the clip art of the orange man leaning on 2 dices. Well, the original image was drawn by Leo Blanchette, with the Just a Game image being titled Orange Man Leaning Against Dice, Confident. And yeah, that's basically the name of it. He's also drawn like other stuff of the guy doing stuff, like this one where he's grilling, this one with shades on, this one where he gets killed for some reason, this one where he's like about to die. There's also this one where he's fucking dying. Leo has been illustrating for over 15 years, and he's made more than about 15,000 stock images for video games and for various companies and all that stuff. So yeah, this is a bit of a fact for you. Q or Zero the Hero is most commonly known for their YouTube channel, which she has since passed 10k subscribers on. She's most commonly known for uploading Lostwave songs, and is primarily the reason why various Lostwave searches are popular today. She's also a moderator and a server manager in the Follow My Mind Discord server, and has also helped out with a bunch of searches as well. If you're watching this queue, you're awesome. WatZatSong, or WZS for short, was a website for uploading and identifying lost songs, which was founded back in 2006. The website was founded by French programmers Raphael Arbuz and Thibaut Van Hal. The idea came around when Van Hal had an idea of creating a website where users could hum a tune to identify songs, and Arbuz liked the idea. It wouldn't be until the early 2010s when the website started to gain some traction, with Lostwave songs like The Most Mysterious Song on the Internet, Just a Game, and everyone knows that, giving it its popularity. Another fact is that there is a mobile app which basically puts a website onto an iPhone with some layout changes and differences. It's pretty much about what you'd expect. The mobile app was released in 2018 and hasn't had an update since 2021. Posted by Lorraine back in 2006, Tension Rising in the Air, now known as Into Paradise, was uploaded to WatZatSong all the way back in 2006, being one of the many snippets uploaded to the website by Lorraine from 2006 to 2012. But what makes Tension Rising in the Air different is that it was the final song out of Lorraine's songs to be identified, up until 18 years after it was actually posted. And even the song and Lorraine in general were very unknown up until 2023, where Lost Media YouTuber Shy Valley made a video covering various Lostwave songs, the final one being Tension Rising in the Air. The video would blow the search up, sparking interest in the song, with theories being made about it being from some 80s cartoon or movie, like something out of Ghostbusters or Scooby-Doo, and is also where I discovered the song. But let's go back another year, back to 2022. On r/name that song, u/the osnick930 posted, "Can you help me find the song in this old BMW commercial?" I've tried googling the lyrics and using Shazam with no success. Here's the link to the commercial. The snippet was a commercial that contained Tension Rising in the Air, of which would take 2 years for us to find. So a longer snippet was found back in 2022, which I find to be crazy. Like, who knows what else could just be out there, but back on topic. So fast forward to the morning of July 23rd, 2024. The same commercial was posted onto the Tension Rising in the Air subreddit, and just less than 30 minutes later, a longer clip was found. But there was a single issue. Where did Lorraine get their snippet from? In the original clip, you can hear what seems like a jet engine, which would actually be confirmed to be a jet engine, but not in the way we thought. But here, that wasn't there. Well, another 20 minutes later, and the song's name was found, with references to it being in a movie named
Augestrickst,
where the song would play not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times throughout the movie. The song was confirmed to be Into Paradise by Michael Hoffman and Martin Nevercutt. Well, similar to the previous ones where I forgot to credit who found the song, credit to Dan Peggy, myself, NCC_1701_alpha, Critical, and Techno161 for finding the song. Yeah. Now this one is kind of interesting. One Love was a Lostwave song which was uploaded to world76.spcs.bio by user Maziaka_dos D-E-Y, I don't know how to pronounce that, before being re-uploaded onto YouTube by Samira Korkenchi with a now deleted video titled Cover Drive One Love New Pop Song October 2013. The video has since been deleted, but both sources claim that the song was by the group Cover Drive, who swiftly confirmed on Twitter that no, they were not the creators. This was back in 2013. Now move on to 2020, and the song would be added to the Fond My Mind Discord server under the Main Unknowns category. The Main Unknowns category is where stuff like Just a Game, Everyone Knows That, Dance for Hours a Day, and where other searches like those were added. But the main difference between One Love and those songs is One Love was sort of unknown. Now, cut to August 2024, and out of nowhere, a very big K-pop artist covers a song. On August 29th, Taiwanese artist Tuzu uploaded a couple of songs from their album About Zoo, and in said album, at 1 minute 44 seconds, is One Love. But the only difference here is that the lyrics seem different. Now, there's something I want to go over like really quickly. I haven't been playing much snippets of songs because I don't want to get copyrighted, because I'm not going to play any snippets of songs that like are either really popular or just have been re-released with copyright and stuff, so that's why I'm not doing it. But for One Love, I basically cannot show this at all, as much as I want to. But yeah, back on topic. So the difference between this version and the Lostwave version is that the original snippet, the lyrics were "Baby, keep your shit together," and here it was "Baby, we should stick together." So, did Yuzu make the song? No. While this version was official, we didn't know who made the Lostwave version from 2013. Until after digging, it was found that the credits of the song listed someone named Camille as a composer. And after getting contact into her, she confirmed that yes, she was a singer. Now, there's still something we don't know, and we probably will never know, and that is, how did the song even get leaked in the first place? Now, this really doesn't fall under the Lostwave category, but it's a good story that I've known about for years, and it sort of falls into Lostwave, but everyone and their grandma knows about this story, so I'm going to do a tiny recap. On July 21st, 2016, a user on 4chan's music board was in a thrift store when he found a CD with the album Death Metal by the group Panchiko. After doing a quick search online, he confirmed that no, there was nothing about this album online, so he decided to purchase it. After this, he went home and showed his findings to the 4chan music board. He was soon asked to upload a rip of the CD, and he did. Some people were expecting something more out of the death metal genre, hence an album name, but when the album was uploaded, it was found to be a more shoegaze, lo-fi type of album. But one of the main issues straight away that people noticed were the fact that the music was coded in this type of distortion, which is actually called disc rot. And people at first, and rightfully so, thought it was done digitally because this does not sound normal. But it's kind of hard to explain, but here's what basically causes disc rot. If you want to pause to read it, be my guest. But yeah, now fast forward to 2020 and the group was found. After tracking down one of the group's members, Whang, he confirmed that yes, he was a singer on the album. And after another month or two, a higher quality CD had been tracked down and the album was shortly remastered, and soon released on Bandcamp, with 3 extra tracks from an unreleased EP and the 4 disc rot tracks as well included on the Bandcamp. Nowadays, Panchiko are back together and have since started to go on tour and have started to release new music. They have a couple of new albums out as well. Their stuff is actually really good, as I'd recommend you check it out if you have the time. If you want to get a better depiction of what happened during the search, check out these videos here. This entry refers to fan-made covers of Lostwave songs, or Lostwave snippets. The first covers were made around 2018 to 2019 or so, consisting of covers of Like the Wind. Nowadays, many Lostwave songs at least have one cover, though some, like Everyone Knows That for example, were improvised, due to the lyrics not being known at the time. The most well-known Everyone Knows That cover was probably produced by Motives Project, who has also produced some covers of various other Lostwave songs. Another person who I want to briefly mention is Defy Joe, who has made covers of stuff like For My Mind, Kenya Dance, most recently Everyone Knows That, and Wait Forever, and Lostwave August 2019. His stuff is pretty good, so if you want to go and check it out, his channel will be in the description. In a similar vein to the previous entries, Alternate Universe Lostwave, or AU Lostwave for short, is a parody subject of Lostwave, which is sort of well known, but it is basically making well-known songs and editing them to sound like Lostwave songs, whether that be through trying to distort something to make it sound fake, or taking a similar sounding song and editing it to sound like the song is trying to parody. Now, while valid, some of these can be considered lazy, but some of these do get more views than the original search, which sort of throws people off a bit. I'm all just for having fun, as long as you're having fun with this and you're not really messing the search up. That's all I really care about. But I want to give a shout out to someone, Daniel Fript, who attempts to make AU Lostwaves that actually sound very close to their original counterpart, which they're parodying. Then again, if you're making these, please credit the original Lostwave searches. Cheer, now known as Strange Complex, is a song that was uploaded to YouTube in 2015 as a compilation of various lost songs by YouTuber
Нет войне.
in which it can be heard at 45 seconds into the video. The song really wouldn't gain much attention until early 2023 when WatZatSong user Mr. Egg would upload the song. Eventually, the name Cheer was adopted due to a short voice clip at the start of the clip. However, the voice clip actually isn't a part of the song and comes from a different song featured prior to it on the original upload, that being the Indian Feast Loneliest People. In early 2024, the OP would make a recreation from the song from memory, with some lyrics including mentions of NSFW content. While the remake is not a one-to-one replica of the song, as it was from the OP's memory and the song was recorded back in the 1980s, it wouldn't be that accurate, but still surprisingly similar. On August 15th, 2024, users PNWM Tribal, Saber, Saveta, and
Нет войне.
would end up finding the song, with the song's lyrics including mentions of NSFW stuff. If you're gonna listen to the song, here's a sort of trigger warning. Thanks. Many Lostwave searches have started, took place, and ended on Reddit, which is what this entry is referring to. A couple years back, many people would upload unidentified songs to various subreddits such as r/tipofmytongue and r/namethatsong. But for Lostwave cases nowadays, many people resort to making their own subreddits for the songs. The two most notable examples of Reddit searches that have taken place were r/themysteriousSong, which still covers the most mysterious song on the internet, and r/Everyone Knows That, which was the place where the Everyone Knows That search took place. If you want to get more involved in searches, these subreddits are a great place to start. Uploaded to WatZatSong in late 2023, Stop Making Me Cry was a Lostwave song uploaded by user Pylo, who claimed the song was probably from the early 2000s. Now, the song has kind of a bit of drama and controversy surrounding it, so I won't go too much into that, but I'll just highlight the key points of the search. But when it was uploaded, people would soon ask Pylo for another snippet. And similar to someone who was mentioned before, Pylo went completely radio silent. But it wouldn't be forever, cause on April 29th, 2024, Pylo would suddenly return, commenting on another person's discussion of the song. With this, requests for a longer snippet were frequent, with Pylo going radio silent again until April 26th, when he would post a longer snippet to Vocaroo, with this snippet being 1 minute and 30 seconds in length. Now that we had more to work with, the search began to pick up fast speed, and with this, a lot of new information was uncovered. But let's fast forward another month, and another snippet was uploaded, and this one was fully new, but was only 44 seconds in length, and revealed that there was actually backing vocals to the song. But just a few hours later, Discord user McKitty would discover a Discogs listing for K-Girls' Drive Me. Now people got to work, and within another hour, user Murphy would find the audio for the song, confirming that it was Drive Me. Somewhere in the Night is an unknown AOR rock song which was uploaded to WatZatSong by Jim4Ma. Towards the end of the snippet, the song appears to fade out into another song. This will be important later, but at first glance, it's obvious that the snippet is sped up or altered in some way. Here is a speed corrected version of the original snippet I made. Now, originally only 34 seconds of audio was available to work with, but a 48-second long snippet has since surfaced on Dailymotion. While it may seem like Jim4Ma is the OP, they are actually not. The OP is unknown. Okay, I'm using this microphone, so if that's why my audio sounds weird, then I don't know, but Jim4Ma is the OP. Thanks to Basketry for correcting me here. Alright, back to the video. Now, the song nowadays is still unknown, and I'm making this on the 14th of October, so if anything has happened, I will put it on the center of the screen here. Cancion de Alicia, Under the Stars, or as it's now officially called, Dreams Forever, was the Lostwave song posted to a Brazilian Lost Media Facebook group in 2021 by Daniel Gutierrez, where he would post a 1 minute and 5-second song clip accompanied with edited scenes from Alice in Wonderland. But in the video, we can see that it was clearly screen recorded, and it was originally posted by someone named Gito Mate Triste, but during the search, no one was able to find who Gito Mate was, as their account was probably either banned or just deleted before the snippet was posted in the first place. The search is pretty lengthy, and there were some key points like the gin and tonic or the Richard Vox leads, but I'm not going to really dwell on those. But if you'd like to learn more about those and how the search resolved in general, check out Goose Boost's videos on the search. But let's go to May 2024. The song would be found with Reddit user jmike_324 having found the song after showing some Lostwave songs to a college friend, and with those songs, they showed them the Cancion de Alicia. But to their surprise, she said she knew the song, and knew the band behind it, and even knowing a member personally. With this, it would be revealed that the song was Dreams Forever by the Argentinian group Bad Influence. I am like almost done with the entire video, but I just realized that they're a Peruvian band and not an Argentinian. They're from. What the They're from Peru and not Argentina. I'm only noticing this like right as I'm pretty much done with the video, but thank fuck I did. Okay, back to the video. Now to answer some questions though, Gito Mate Triste posted the song to a Facebook group named Indie 505 in 2019. But how Gito Mate Triste got the song in the first place is still unknown, but the running theory is that it was one of the band members either using the account, or it was one of the band members' friends' accounts who was reposting the song for them. How Daniel acquired the song is unknown, but it's most likely that he recorded it back in 2019 and just forgot about it until 2021, and posted it in 2021 looking for some answers. The band has since made a new version of the song, which is now the official version, as the version that we all know was only a demo, and if you search online you can probably find it yourself. Now, to end off layer 1, I'm going to end it off with something that we all know, and of which we are currently, as of the time I'm uploading this, are in, which is the golden age of Lostwave, as dubbed by many. And it refers to two things, which is how big the community has gotten since December 2023, and how many songs that were sold since 2023. So to end off layer 1, I'm going to recap all the main souls from the Find My Mind Discord server that I think are important enough. Let's just quickly get through this. Kenya Dance was found on December 3rd and it was found by Dan Peggy. How Long Will It Take was found on December 8th, found by Arabara. Find My Mind was found on December 12th and it was found by Eduardo Rodriguez, Skirty, Luis Nido, Sam and William Paeva. Dance for Hours a Day was found on January 9th, found by Saveda and Pre-Seva, and the full version of the song was found by Artstorm and Seedall. There's a Man was found on February 19th and found by Trippy Drew. The Will Was So Easy was found on February 21st and found by Chris Murphy and Lee Rosever. I Keep On Running was found on February 25th, found by Marcus and Anon. Try to Smile Again was found on February 28th, found by Reginasaur, Martin Janis, and the full version was found by Mystic65. Cat's Meow was found on March 15th, found by Ambrose and Mark Tolby. Barney Style Workout was found on April 6th, found by GJ Harry. Later that same day, Black and Chrome was found on April 6th, found by Lexel and Evan CO15. Johnny was found on April 12th, found by some random account, Nell, Miracle, Trippy Drew, and Samuel Cotto. Zoltan was found 3 days later on April 15th, found by U/Prudent Feature 2412, Mr. Jaxo, Nell, Samuel Dumas, and Zoltan Lantus. Everyone Knows That was found on April 28th, found by South Pole Bull and One Truth 8567. The Cancion de Alicia was found on May 27th, found by JMike324 and their anonymous friend. Back to Bed was found on May 20th, found by Belfer20. Waste My Time was found the day after on May 21st, found by U/TZ Elantro_slumber and the band Pompeia. Damn Munich was found on May 25th, found by Chocolate Cream 12. Stop Making Me Cry was found on May 25th, found by McKitty and Murphy. The Beauty of Your Weapons was found on May 28th, found by Jack Ampersand and No More 07. Uptown People was found on May 29th, found by Tripork. Emotion was found on June 16th, found by U/Aongus. Aongus. How do you pronounce this? Just a Game was found on July 2nd, found by Personal Distraction. Kutsu, Cubing Crusader, and Christoph Backmere. Tension Rising in the Air was found on July 23rd, found by myself, Dan Peggy, NCC Alpha, Critical, and Techno 161. Documania Instrumental was found later that same day, found by Savetta, Mario Di Bento, PNWM Tribal, and Nell. Memory of You and Long After the Night Is Gone was found on July 25th, was found by Triav, Seven Wonders, and Fernando. The Things We Never Do was found on August 15th, found by Mike Wurst and Aaron. Cheer was found the day after, found by PNWM Tribal, Savetta, Saber, Eva Froschk, and
Нет войне.
Jenny was found on August 24th, found by NIVEKOHGR. I'm sorry, within like 10 takes of recording this I could not pronounce your name. I am terribly sorry. One Love was found on August 30th, found by Chi and Camille. I Felt So Silly was found on September 11th, found by Mike Wurst and Saber. Joe Will Never Be the Same was found on September 15th, found by David Barron, Don Campau, and Gio. Treadmill of Time, as well as two other songs from the same creators, was found on September 27th, found by Jacob, Sam, and Tim Addy. Edge of a Dream was found on September 27th, found by Person of Distraction and Nancy Saracen. Words That Try to Be Surface was found on October 25th and found by Mark Trail. My Wandering Fire was solved on November 3rd and it was found by Eugene RFR, Igor Cherkasov, and Natala. And lastly, The Most Mysterious Song on the Internet was solved on November 5th and it was found by Margin1412. So, this year has been absolutely crazy for Lostwave and it's just been a fun ride. Seeing what this community can do in under a year is honestly just crazy, and it's partially why I'm making this video in the first place, because there's a lot more that needs to be known and there's a lot that should be remembered as well. So that ends layer 1.